Before we get into today's video, I just need to remind everyone I'm not a financial advisor. You must do your own due diligence. Please take everything as entertainment only. Yeah.
Coincidence.
Yeah.
Coincidence.
Yeah.
Coincidence.
Something that happens by chance, I think not. What's the crack, everyone? Welcome back to Buy Wholesale. Hope, of course, you are all well. Before we get into it, please like, please subscribe, grow on the channel, all that good stuff, guys. Everything's going good. Everything bar Aqua metals, which we're going to talk about today, guys. I thought I'd do this video. We've got a wee bit of an update news, and also we're just going to talk about it. We're going to put up the charts. We're going to have a look and a wee bit of a deep dive into what the is going wrong with Aqua metals. I'm not going to talk too much about all the good stuff that they're doing. We'll likely touch on it, but the main key thing that is really attractive to me was the link up that they've done with Linko, and Linko is to do with recycling lithium batteries. Okay, it's in the same vein as all the other stuff, the lithium plays, recycling, all that good stuff. I think Aqua metals have a good catalyst. I still believe it's a great stock, but it has taken one hell of a gaping. You have to bear in mind, guys, the market over the last sort of 6-8 weeks, especially sort of the last 2 months, guys, it has taken one hell of a gaping. If you're invested in any of like ARK Invest stocks, right? If you look at all the ARK Invest stuff, it's all taken like a 25% gape across the board, and that's ETFs, guys. So you can imagine within that there is ones like Aqua metals that have taken a 50% drop. I've got a list of stocks in my portfolio that it's taken an absolute pounding, and that's just the way that I've invested. It's just the sector that I've invested in. I am young, guys. I might not look as young as I am, but I'm only in my 30s, young 32-year-old man here, guys. So I'm looking at it going, scrap all these crappy dividend plays, scrap all the Walgreens out there, scrap all the crap out there that yes, could get you good money in the short term. I mean, I've had AT&T, thought they were a good growth play, bit of a dividend play. Balls to it. I'm looking for high growth. I'm looking for what's going to get me the best return in 10 years. If I was to close my app now, where would I be in 10 years? And I don't see the point in investing in Macy's or investing in these rebound plays, investing in the airlines on the hope that there's going to be a bit of a bounce. Probably all would work out well, and I'm still open to doing the odd swing trade here and there. Of course, if an opportunity presents itself and I think I can make a quick turn, i.e. Hyliion, like I did the video yesterday, I think it could be a great long-term hold, but my initial intentions with Hyliion is a swing trade. I believe I'm getting in at a good price. Hopefully earnings will get the thing throbbing, or at very least I'll be able to recheck the fundamentals and see what way it goes. Long term, I think these types of plays that I'm making will be good, but they're taking a pound and there's no way around that, guys. You're looking at the Dow Jones and it's saying all-time record high, but don't base things on the Dow Jones. The Dow Jones is only the top 30 companies that are in that sector. It's filled with like long-established companies like McDonald's, for example. Don't compare to that. Okay, guys, so this is the Aqua metals chart. You can see here, yesterday again we had an absolute gaper of a 9%, so we're just shy of $3, and I will now reveal my great earning on Aqua metals today. Shutty! Gaped. Absolutely gaped, guys. Nearly 50% down on the Aqua metals dream. So if anybody else is an Aqua metals dream, I feel your pain. Average price, guys, $5.76. So one hell of a gaping on the Aqua metals dream, no doubt about it. 1 month 40% down, 1 week 20% down, 1 day 9%. So it doesn't seem to be ending, is what most people are thinking, and what I'm thinking and feeling as well. Aqua metals initiated with buy rating, $8 target HC rain right now. This came out March 5th, so about a month ago. They said that they're ushering in an environmental friendly recycling era for lead and other metals. We believe the company's lead recycling solution could be transformational to the lead acid battery industry, given the potential improvements from the aqua refining and lead recovery, reducing processing footprint and infrastructure, and reduced environmental impact. Guys, I am all about protecting this environment. I'm all about finally going green. We should have been there, Jesus Christ, 20 years ago. Get rid of all the big oil stuff and start investing in this. We've had Biden stuff. We've had the UK announcing things. It is going that way. Simple as that. Within all these batteries, all these different materials that we are digging out of the ground, it's important that we recycle. We had a big massive plastic in the 60s, 70s was the best thing. Everyone was making friggin' plastic this, plastic that. Everything was plastic, guys. Look at the mess we're in now. So I think We won't wait for the problem to arise where it's a situation where we're going around going, Jesus, everything's lithium recycling need done, batteries just lying around. I don't think we're going to get to that stage. I think we've learned from our mistakes, and we will have already learned the importance of recycling. Aqua Metals has enjoyed several positive milestones over the past year, which places the company in a firmer path to commercialization. Aqua Metals tells us that it's reinventing the lead battery recycling, but I just don't quite buy the story. Big Tim O'Worstall writes in a neutral analysis. Let's have it, Jeffries. Big Tim here just doesn't quite buy it. He says, Aqua Metals tells us that it is reinventing lead battery recycling. This is entirely possible. Their clean technology makes logical sense. Okay, so Tim understands it. This is not the same, sadly, as making the sort of economic sense which produces interesting economic profits over time. It comes down to pure matter of opinion in trying to evaluate their likely success. I think not. Others will differ. I argue that it is. We can accept much of the company itself says, yes, lead acid battery recycling is a big business. Yes. It is probably will be worth 22 billion revenue soon enough. Yes. Yes, even with lithium on the way, lead isn't going to disappear in anything like our investment horizons. So look, he's buying into most of this, but he does say, however, and I do like using the word however myself. Having accepted all of that, I don't think that's going to be the blowout success some seem to think. I have two reasons for this. One is it's just simply doubt about the details of the story. This is obviously very bad of me to be skeptical, and some of it is me being not sure that I wholly and entirely believe every detail of what we are being told. Some of the people involved have interesting histories, might be another way of putting it. Okay, so he's being a bit skeptical of the management team. The other is something about the structure and size of the market being addressed and the value of the patent portfolio being amassed. The basic idea is just too obvious to patent. Only the specific details of the actual system can be, and that's too easy a field of tulips to dance around if there is enough money to be at stake. So I'll just stop there. He just goes on and on to make his point. And to be fair, he makes good points. I'll give him this. He makes very, very good points. However, he's focusing very much on the lead. And I get that, because that is ultimately what they're doing. But what got me excited and what got me invested in Aqua Metals was the deal with Linko. But let's just throw in here, he is a wholesaler of rare earth metals as well. So, I mean, recycling isn't going to be great if he's a wholesaler, but that's just my opinion on him. But listen, he does make good points, it's worth a good read. So we bounce on the Aqua Metals Twitter page, which is obviously biased. But if you jump on here, we'll see, firstly, yesterday, 3.4 million ongoing discussions with multiple potential licensees advancing, now running 2 equalizers simultaneously, progressing lithium battery recycling R&D, guys. Okay, so we talked about the insurance stuff in the previous video. I'm not going to talk about that, but we'll just have a rundown of what the payout is. A payment of approximately 1.4 million will be made from the third layer of insurance, completing the total amount due from his insurance layer. An initial 2 million is also anticipated to come from a fourth and final insurance layer. This layer has a payment range of up to 25 million. The fire destroyed a lot of their equipment and all that, so now they're starting to get the money back, and now they're going to reinvest this into R&D. Further, our discussions with the potential aqua refining technology licensee partners have continued to progress. We are in advanced discussions with several strong candidates regarding aquafit retrofits, greenfield buildings, direct to oxide applications, and we'll keep the market updated in this quarter with new developments. If we just scroll down here, they brought in new board of directors with more expertise and manufacturing expertise and stuff like that there. So when your guy was saying in the last thing he wasn't sure about the directors, they've brought in new people, which is good. But this is what I also want to draw your attention to. April 6th, so about 10 days ago, check out our partner Linko. This is what I'm excited about. This is what I'm invested in. This could be game changing. However, going back to what your man said, it's not the same as what they're doing with the lead. They've proven the lead works well. That's not why I invested in. I'm hoping that they're going to be able to convert this technology and be able to retrofit it and be able to make it a difference for the lithium batteries. Bring up the map. Talked about it in the previous video again, guys. You know, Linko, Aqua Metals are only down the road from Tesla, which is going to be doing all the batteries and all these other big companies. So look, this is a big factory, as you can see here. A group of companies in Nevada just made some big investments that proved the skeptics wrong. Linko Corporation, Comstock Mining, Green Leon and Aqua Metals just made a series of investments to make sure a very compelling recycling technology actually gets put to use. So Linko is now taking over the purpose-built recycling facility required from Aqua Metals in Macarian this month. So it's only just done that, guys. The facility will be adjusted to suit Linko's specific requirements in preparation for proprietary recycling equipment and Green Leon technology, which is expected to be operational in Q4 of 2021. They've obviously looked into this, guys, and they believe it's possible, but it is not the same thing. It's not just a case of going, this is the equipment, okay, we only put lead in and it comes out all gravy, let's just throw the lithium in and it comes out. It's not going to work like that. There's a lot more to it. I understand that, but these guys are a lot more smarter. You're not going to have 4 companies all feeding into something that's just a load of crap. There's obviously a feasibility study done that it is proven to work. They need to tweak it, they need to alter it, but if they can nail it, consensus indicates potential 71.2% upside. This article is sort of 3 weeks old. The analyst consensus point of a rating is a strong buy. The range between the target price and low target price is between 8 and 7 and has a mean average of 7.5. With the stocks previously closed at 438, this is now indicates there is potential upside to 71%. Now, bear in mind, we are down to $3. So that's a hell of a lot more upside now. So if we look at this chart, guys, I'm not saying previous performance is anything to go by. I'm not saying that, but we have to take this all relevant. April 17, this stock was up to $20. Okay, and if you actually look at the chart then for the lead prices, if you go here, as you can see, September 17, it was at all-time highs, near enough. Okay. So as I keep saying, a lot of these stocks, guys, you have to take it into consideration. What's the main thing they do? It is lead recycling, all that jazz. So when the markets are for lead, what's that going to mean for Aqua metals? Exactly, guys. So you know what I'm saying. It's a time, the markets, you have to take all this consideration. Lead is not throbbing, but lead's going to throb again, guys. So do you want to be in or do you want to be out? You got to ask yourself that question. But that's not the reason why we're invested in this, guys. We're invested in this because of the lithium side hedge. We're hoping that the recycling capabilities are going to go. And if that goes, and then the lead goes, you know what I mean, guys? Come on. So when I bought in the 22nd of January, 484, it was all going gravy, guys. Then the thing shot up 748. You know what I mean? I was loving life, so I bought a bit more. Thought, no, this investment's doing well. Stick to the plan. Keep averaging it. Bang, bang, bang. It's all going good. 680. Started the fall. Started the panic. Didn't start panicking, guys, but it started going down. I was buying the dips. Doing what you do. Buying the dips. Buying the dips. Buying the dips. Down, and then it went down. It went back up then to 672. I decided, right, I've balls deeped it. It's getting to the point where we're a wee bit too much involved. We've seen the way it's going. We'll strip a bit of the fat off, trimmed it out, took 122 quid of it out for a juicy £8 or £8. So that's more like a $12 profit. Lovely jubbly. And then when it fell, I let it fall. $5.55, bought more. $4.28, bought more. $3.92. I bought 5 quid's worth, guys, so you can see the intentions here. But what I have done, guys, is I've kind of at my point where I didn't really want any more in. So if you go back to the chart here, so I haven't bought any more in a while, and it's proven to be shrewd because the thing has just fell. And the reason I haven't bought more is because of the whole crash in market that we talked about, the whole big correction. I just thought I'd take a step back and see where it goes, guys. Look at this here now, and we zoom in. We can see to me, there seems to be a bit of a head and shoulders pattern. What I like to do is pull it across and sort of go, right, well, there's potentially our neckline. Okay? So, what I'm trying to say is, guys, it is squeaky bum time. Very squeaky bum time, as Alex Ferguson would like to say. So, if you look at the pre-market, we're going down to $2.86. What does that mean for our chart? It means that this support, or whatever you want to call this, if there is a support, I mean, it's been going sort of sideways for a month, so I would say that it is. It needs to bounce off this today. It really does. We're right at the limit here. I'm hoping that this is the right pattern. I'm hoping that we're seeing that, but it's not looking good. The general market consensus is this is pulling down. And guys, I fear if we fall through this, we could really start to see these low numbers of $1. Alright guys, that's the video. Bit of a double-edged sword. I've tried to be as honest and transparent as possible. You've seen the gaping I'm taking. You've seen the positive stories. $8 price target, plenty of upside, blah blah blah. You've also seen the dark side of your man's reporting. He's going, oh Jesus, you know, not sure this technology is easy transferable, blah blah blah. So things for me haven't really changed. It was putting your eggs in the basket of, can they convert their aqua refining skills that they've done improving with the lead? Can they make it the lithium? There's a lot of boys involved. 4 major companies, all on the hope that this technology will happen, and then So look guys, it hasn't really changed for me. I've sat back, you've seen the kind of moving that I've done. I've been buying the dips, selling at the highs, trying to do a wee bit of jiggery pokery, but I'm maxed out now. I'm really at the point where I don't want any more beer in these guys. It's £500. I am balls deep in them now. I'm waiting for the confirmation today. We'll see what happens. If the arse falls out of it, guys, I'm still not buying. I'm going to wait for the $1.50, and once it gets down to that stage, then I'm going to double down on these guys and go balls deep at $1,000. I think at that level, guys, it's heartbreaking to say, but at that level, I think you can't really go wrong. But I think buying now, it could be dodgy, but it could be shrewd. If you bought today, it could bounce off and go up. But I'm more than content to sit it out. You have to stick to your position size. You have to stick to what you believe in. At the end of the day, guys, if we're right with this Aqua Metals dream, here, buying in and having an average price of $5.50 is going to do you no harm. It's a long hold for me, guys, and that's the story. So if you found this informative, please like, please subscribe. Get me on the Instagram, BHSDMV. Check out the description. You've got a £200 free link. Click that, you'll get up to a £200 free share. That's worth doing, guys. Check out the writer's article, all that good stuff. And until next time, guys, please leave your comments. What's the thoughts? Is anyone getting scared of Aqua Metals? Is anyone thinking after 3 months that their long-term hold of 10 years needs to go out the window? Because I'm not. I'm still in. Balls deep. Hopefully you have seen and make your own educated choice. Do your own due diligence. Till next time, enjoy your weekend. Peace.
Yeah.
Coincidence.
Yeah.
Coincidence.
Something that happens by chance, I think not.